G'day, today we're going to have a look at some of the city challenges, well just one of them in particular. First one in Manila, double or nothing. Looks like we're going to have a lot of circles and double destinations, I'm going to guess. So let's see how we go. All destinations are circles, more likely to be double destinations. All weekly choices are doubled. Well, at least one of those things is going to make life a little bit easier, while the other two make it significantly harder. The idea of two circular destinations on any one of these points is going to be savage. So hopefully they're all as gentle as this and giving us nearby cars. Now, in terms of getting people into a double destination, particularly when both are circular, I think you definitely want to be having those cars come in a pretty even split on the two different ways. So there's a perfectly great example there. Our blue cars are coming in this way, our yellow cars are coming in that way. So it's not so much either way. The parking lot is going to be busy. If all the guys were coming one way, or if they're coming split, the parking lot's probably going to be as bad either way, because you can see that they travel all the way across. There's no sort of logic to where they park. They're not going to park in the closest spot to home. They'll just drive in and park in a random spot. Now, but what it means is that this road here and this road here have half the amount of traffic on them, as opposed to if all the traffic was coming one way. So it's not so much about what's going on in there, it's about what's going on out here. Just pause that for a second, and let's have these guys just sort of bounce like that. Although these two guys here, we might have to run all the way over there. Now, in that layout, that doesn't mean that you have to have that break be the same color. So if we had blue houses here and we had yellow houses over here, you could certainly have some blue houses, some yellow houses going in on either side. It's not about separating the two colors, it's just separating the amount of load moving on those roads. This guy we won't worry about just yet. This is obviously one where our hand is quite forced in it all coming that same one direction at the moment. Well, let's keep moving it in that same direction. Which I suppose if we do that, we can that sort of run. So this isn't good. You can see that it's some more slowing in this section here. That's the problem. So in terms of efficiency, would we be better off, say, taking these houses here and just running them all the way to the other side? Maybe. I don't know what to do with this guy, because if he comes and connects in here, he's going to slow down these guys by hitting an intersection. And this is also so close, I'm not sure that they'll need the extra help for a long while, if at all. So we'll just leave him detached for now. You can see that, say, on this side, these two houses aren't doing anything. But we are very early days. In fact, even earlier days than what those scores show, because we've got the demand of circular destinations, which is always a bit more clingy. Alright, so let's just pause for a moment while we do this. We probably don't need to worry about it. Luckily, we've got a ton of bridges. That's a little bit nicer. Give them the option of both ways. 2 motorways will be nice. Blue. Now this is a tricky one. Well, that one we can join. I don't want to think about this for too long either, because you can see he's already starting to not be happy. So let's do this. Let's get him 2 really close guys to make life easier. This guy still gets to retain 3 houses, and we can easily shift this guy across if need be. the moment, this road here is not being used at all. And seldomly we'll see one car go, but these are the two priority guys for purple. Give that a set of lights. And do that with this guy. Just put someone on the other side of this thing. It doesn't look to be the priority though. These two houses here are closer than he is. He's house number 3 for yellow. These guys here are making a pretty good argument for coming in and helping out with this guy. Okay. Pause for a second here and try and work this one out. So, I didn't pause for that long. Alright, so we're going to need some more bridges. So what we're going to have to do is remove these guys and their bridge. It's these two guys are going to have to look after him. I'm going to wait for one of these bridges to come back, because we need, I suppose we need 2 of them. Probably exist with our motorways, but let's see if we can last without them. Definitely want more bridges. Definitely. Okay. Get him attached there. This guy will break off and put him into this as well. Got a bridge. Let's run these guys widest route they can to get over there. This guy, we can just have them attach into this as well for now. Yeah, I need my bridges, guys. That's traffic lights aren't going to cut it. So hopefully we're going to see a sudden surge of more purple houses, because we've got 2 guys for 6 houses at the moment. We've got another bridge. So we want to cut this now. And we will really tighten that up. Getting into these guys. Really, I want these guys going there. I'd have to just waste a bridge in order to do that. I mean, for now, I guess we're going to just have to have these guys connected in. And that joined. Have those guys in the most direct route for them. We have a lot of road tiles, if nothing else. It's just that the lack of bridges is really starting to hurt. Okay, these 3 guys here will loop into there. Let's revisit the way these guys are going, because we'll give him to that. Get him to connect south. Him to connect like that. This guy here, we definitely need to come in. We'll these guys to route down a little bit more, so they're just more driveways. Get rid of that. I have a spare bridge, but I should really shift the bridge to here. what we'll do is just, luckily we've got an insane amount of road tiles. Currently we've got nothing there connected because I forgot to actually rejoin that. Okay, now you're not connected to anything useful, so let's get you up and around the back of that. Bridges again is what we need. Again, I haven't used any of my motorways though, so still have that as a viable option. So for now, let's just bounce those two guys over there. The yellows here aren't doing too well either. We've got a bad route, and there's only 3 of them. This guy does have 4 houses that he's using. It's motorways. Okay. The layout of these 4 guys is just bad for trying to get use out of all of them. We have 6 guys currently looking after him, so that's not, we don't need that. Let's turn that guy north. And that is now his setup. This guy is looked after by those 3 guys. Let's break down this setup too. So what we want to do is divide this into 2 separate sets. So, yes. I don't know how to connect that guy. Let's get rid of him for now. Run these 3 guys up to a point there, and they can just bounce up there. Yeah, it's that. Bounce those guys to there. Every time I start to feel like I've got a little bit of a grasp on what's going on, they throw another one at me. Alright, so these 2 guys, we've got an extra bridge now, so we can send them up. Certainly a motorway to give this guy a bit more of a clean grasp of his yellow houses would be good. But here, even a bridge that we could just run up the river. I don't want to use the last motorway. I like holding onto one motorway as a sort of a fallback plan. And probably here's that point that we need it. So let's turn around those 4 guys. Well, I mean, connecting this guy could slow everyone else down, so let's just run him around the back. These 4 guys to go and connect up there. Of course, I don't get any bridges or motorways. Alright. Blue houses is definitely going to be in demand a bit. So this guy's got 4, that guy's got 2. This guy's got 3, that guy's got 3, and then we've got 2 spare. Certainly take yellow houses for what's going on down the bottom here. This guy could use an extra hand though. This guy will send north. Another yellow. Okay. I mean, this house, the immediate thing you look at is like, well, this guy's useless for over there. But it's like, oh, wait, no, this guy's perfect for what we've got going on here. I guess let's just make that a roundabout. Well, that one is a nice little gain. 2 bridges, thank you very much. Okay. So, first change with the bridges is these 3 houses. Can't really turn him, so I guess he's got to face that way. And what we'll do is we'll run them up the river. Now, we've got to make sure we build this right. They can connect in there. So what that does is reduces the amount of traffic on these roads. I've gained a bridge back to... Whoa! Totally lost track of this guy. And that probably might have lost track of him for too long that we're gonna lose it here. Because I don't have a motorway to sort of just send up there in an emergency. So the houses that we have that actually have available people are these ones here. Which would mean that somehow I've got to get these guys to there without a motorway. These 2 guys aren't at home, but we can put a bridge. So what we can do is we can turn them around and hope that someone's heading home. And then what we can do is we can just join that as an emergency setup. Switch him back that way to give them another house, another car. Try and get a quick recovery, because otherwise they're gonna sink. I mean, you can see this guy's now starting to struggle as a result of everyone that belongs to him just suddenly pivoting away. It's these 2 houses here that we need help from. Eventually what I do is I flip this guy around as well, because these 4 can look after him, and we just need cars going to this guy and that guy. Let's flip him around too. All hands on deck, please. This is where you really struggle, because now we've got to pay attention to another purple that's just come in. I suppose he's not too bad if we can... This is still going to be... No way to connect him in, sort of getting around. Well, let's turn him into that, so that gives that guy a little bit more cover. Got 200 squares, so let's do this. Those guys into that, and then up, like that. These guys connect into their little square, and then they run around the back and in. And we can give that guy to them too. Green. That's 100% a motorway that we need for that. And you can see the mess that now is just happening for yellow, just trying to take care of 2 things at once. Okay. Let's pause for a second. Well, firstly, let's get rid of that. So, we're not using that at the moment. We will want to use it again. Because we do have this guy just surviving on 2 yellow houses. But, at the moment, this guy needs these guys more. Essentially, what we could do now is try doing this and just getting rid of all of these guys from that. Let's just get focused back to where it's needed. We have an extra bridge? We do. Okay, so what we can do, that we'll get these 5 guys for some reason. One of them. I fit a motor roundabout in there? No. It's just connecting this guy in means that everyone's going to slow down as they sort of move through the intersection, which is not ideal for how far they have to travel. Puts everyone else out so badly. But I mean, otherwise they're traveling so far. And for only 3 houses, that's a potential death sentence. Slightly less distance. We do have the bridges. So, I mean, for someone like this, we can just get him joined in. Good, they've grabbed another house there. And another house here. So this guy's now got 7 houses looking after him. They're just all traveling at a very long distance. Yellow is still our problem child. This guy has 5 houses. This guy needs more of his direct houses back, I think. So these ones, I said 5, he's actually got 6. Let's turn those 2 guys around. Definitely needed it. Got a lot of green suddenly sprung up down here to try and help out. This guy needs help. Okay, he's only got his 2 houses. All of these guys are actually out already trying to address this, so even if I just made a connection from here to that roundabout, doesn't look like there's going to be too much of an assist. Let's turn that guy around. Add it. Can join in there, which does mean that these houses that I'm pulling off that guy, we get a little bit more cover. This guy here is not looking good. But I think the efficiency that he's getting is sort of having him hold okay. We'll turn that guy around, because these guys are struggling more than this guy is. He's definitely got plenty of people still at home. Still suffering without motorways. I mean, we've only got 4 motorways, which means I've only managed to hit motorways twice in this. You can see this is bad. Right there is bad. So I'll add another house to it just to make it worse. Both of those are now struggling. Is there any other yellow houses I can just sort of swing around? If I pulled this guy off, that would leave him with only 2. Should not be ideal. These 2 blue houses could connect into this guy. Here. But for not really any gain. Don't have to worry about that at this point, I would say. Certainly, it is certainly... Guy's gonna go. Don't have anything I can... I think yellow keeps surging on me as well, because you can see this guy's not happy either. This is probably my one guy without a complaint. But again, I think the lack of motorways has really made this one tough. Yeah, drive all the way to the very back there, guys. That's going to address this emergency. Alright, well there's another house there at least. This guy here I can't do anything with. I have a bridge, but I don't think that that bridge would step in and help out. Oh, come on. It's a race of which one of these 2 guys is going to fail faster. Yeah, you definitely can't have 2 double destinations running on two circle double destinations running on one set of guys. It's not about the amount of houses you have available. It's about the amount of traffic on that road. But let's see how we did on that one. Yeah, pretty ordinary. 556. I that one, like, a lot of times I don't like to put it down to luck, but I think that there was very under motor weight on that one. I jumped out of that queue very quickly there. It's a sign of what I think of it. I'm not even looking at the right level anymore. Where are we? Back here. Yeah, did I have a globe picture somewhere? We can have a look at how others are done. Others are done. Still looking at normal. There we go. Thought there was a globe somewhere to show it, but I guess not. Anyway, any questions or comments, feel free to check them below. Until next time, catch you later.